Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be installing a roll bar from Rock Hard in the TJ. Yeah, so as you can see, every bit of the padding and stuff is off. So I just got my speakers here dangling. It's probably not good for it, but yeah, you need speakers anyway. And folded the top back. So got that all out of the way. Roll bar padding's out of the way. And let's get this thing mounted. All right, guys, I don't know where I lost the footage, but I lost some footage of installing the very top piece. Very top piece is very easy to install. There's nothing to it really. Let me flip you around and I'll show you. I still have the top on. This is after I've installed the roll bar. Sorry guys, but I felt like this was an important piece that I was missing. I wanted to show you real quick. Anyway, this is your T-bar that comes in the kit. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but it's the upper portion of the roll bar. And to be honest, it's the simplest part of the install. You just put this on, make sure it encompasses your roll bar in the back, encompasses your roll bar that's original to the Jeep, and you put your end caps on and bolt them in place. It's not really that much to it. But yeah, I don't know where that piece of footage went. Again, I must not have hit the button on the camera just right to get it to roll and record. So apologize and enjoy the rest of the video. All right guys, check it out. We are down to 2 of these little end caps here. So, and last time, I forget where I left off. The last time I was out here, I got the dash bar sort of installed on the driver's side. Got the overhead put in. Got that all situated. I just have to tighten these bolts back here. Got these guys installed. I had one of them mess up. When I fixed it, that's all installed. So yeah, so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to finish working on this guy right here. We're going to pull all these bolts out. There's fender clips behind the dash pad that these bolts go through. Anyway, we're going to get those knocked out, get the clips out, and I'll show you how to put the uprights in. But where I left off last night was, maybe you guys saw it on Instagram, but I'm using the ducks to hold the dash bar up in place. But they want you to install, or sort of halfway install, one of the sides before you put the last upright in place. So that's what we've done. This is where I stopped last night, and I've only been working on this when I have a few minutes here and there. Today's Thanksgiving. I finally got a little bit of time. It's not as easy as one would think to fish this thing up behind this. Maybe it's easier on this side, but the driver's side, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in the way. But anyway, we got it. And anyway, one goes right here behind everything. Another one goes here. And you get the picture, right? So we got to get these original bolts out. Get the fender clips out. We can install that upright. Let me get you guys set up and then we'll start working on getting this thing all put in. All right, guys, so I got you set up on the tripod in the passenger side. We're going to get these out. This is a T30. I have an impact driver. Super quick. All right, now we got to work on getting these bolts out of the speaker. They are just a Phillips head, which I don't have. Let me grab that. Let's get these out. You can use a Phillips head or 7mm to get those out. Not very long. Now I upgraded my speakers from the original factory stuff to, I believe they were Polk audio. So I have these brackets right here for it. adapters. Easy peasy. All right, so now we have full access to get behind here. Oh, there's way more room on this side. I should have showed you guys the driver's side. Anyway, you can take your dashboard and pull it gently, and you can get back there. Let me see if I can position you and show you where those clips are back there. Right, I don't know if you can see it really well, but in each of these holes right here, you've got these little black clips. See if I can get it out without messing it up. Ouch. There it goes. All right, easy. There we go. All right. So for those of you that don't know what a fender clip is, all this does is it slides on to a flat surface and locks in place with this little tab on the inside. And then you just pass through your bolt, you know, whatever you're bolting down, and it gives it a flat surface to lay up against. So there's 3 of those. Let me work on getting those out and I'll bring you back and then we'll install the upright. All right, success. I got them all out. These little boogers are a pain in the butt. So that bottom one is sandwiched in between the metal from the body and the metal supporting the dash in the back. And this little hook right here, that booger right there. Can you see that? Of course, I'm gonna drop it. All right, this guy right here is a pain in the butt to try and get it compressed in between the metal to get it pushed out. But we got it out after about 5 minutes of fighting with it. Okay, so we got most of all those fender clips out. Matter of fact, we got them all out. Maybe you can see that now the dashboard is separated here a little bit. So the reason I took the speaker out is so you can get behind the dash. Put these guys in. So if you have the bracket that goes from the floor to the dash to support the upright, you're not gonna have to do this, but this is a fight. The top one, it's not really that hard. It's just my hands are gorilla hands and they're hard to get up behind the dash and hold in place while I try to get to get the bolt started, make sure the top end's all aligned. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a second. So I'm gonna go and hang the upright, if you will, and I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. You have to hang it first and then install your bolts and then tighten everything up. It sounds easy, but it's not. It's fun though. But anyway, let me get this guy out of the way. All right, that's another thing I want to tell you about. Anyway, first thing is your upright. When you're putting your upright in, you want it to be able to swing, okay? So you can get everything in here lined up right. So what I do is I take these 2 middle bolts on each side, thread them in, not all the way, but just enough to where you have a lot of movement in this so you can move this forward and back. Because this has got to be just right for your dash bar and these bolts to align and to be able to use your surrounds for your soft top. So like I said, what I do is I start these bolts in the center first, get them in about 3 or 4 turns. That way that moves, and then when you're putting your dash bar in, you can align that with this upright and start your bolts here in the dash. Those little square nuts that go behind everything are easier on the passenger side than they are the driver's side. Ask me how I know. So anyway, we've got all that installed. Next, you want to make sure your door surround fits. Because I did this on the driver's side and I had to take everything back apart, and I spared you the cussing. Okay, so as you know, you've got your surround bolts It's got screws in them that you need. Anyway, you got your surround bolts that go down here to tighten up your door surrounds, okay, for your soft top. All right, so this, if you don't have it adjusted right, is gonna be in the way. So make sure before you tighten everything up, get your door surround. Now this is gonna go for the TJs and the JKs. YJ, I don't think you have this problem. Anyway, get that all locked in place. Take your door surround bolts. Make sure they go in, no problem. All right, just like that, okay? All right, now we know that your upright is in the right position and you can fit your door surround in place. Once we get all this tightened up and everything, we have this trim piece. This trim piece is important. This is the driver's side. It acts as a seal for the door right here. I'm gonna run half doors in the summertime and full doors in the wintertime. So I need this piece in there. If I was going topless, I wouldn't worry about it. You don't want to see me topless anyway. But we're gonna have to trim this and this piece down here. Excuse me, this piece down here on this side in order to fit your uprights and your mounting clamp at the top. And yeah. Okay. All right, so my door surround comes out nice and easy now. Now I know that I've got that done, I can go ahead and tighten all these up. I've already done it, but I got one right here. On the overhead. All right, so what I do with these guys, I give them a couple turns on each one. Get it bottomed out. There we go. Bottom out. 1, 2. See how all the other bolts become loose because you're putting force on it. They bottomed out. 1, 2. This is one of the ones that I use their provided tap, which I don't recommend using. You get a quality thread chaser or something, don't use their tap. There we go, and that's tight. And this is the one that, the first one that I went to tighten. Watch this. See how much we loosened all that up? So anyway, what you want to do is just keep going back and forth, tightening these guys up. See, that one's loose again. Until you don't have any more loose bolts when you tighten them up. Anyway, you get the picture. So I'm gonna go through, tighten all this stuff up, come back, we'll go ahead and put everything back in, and I'll fix the door surrounds. And that's self-explanatory. You hold it up to the A-pillar there. Look at all this stuff right here. It'll be self-explanatory where you need to cut. Then we'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, so we are done. We've got the top completely back installed. Everything fits perfect with the roll bar. I've got my roll bar padding from Rock Hard also installed. That came in this morning. So I put my medic bag on there. Not really a fan of where it is. It sits too close to my head when I'm driving. It could rock around and just aggravate the mess out of you. But I am going to relocate my rugged radio up here to the center crossbar. But yeah, fit and finish. Looks really good. Fits perfect. And it's going to give me added protection. I mean, I know it's not a welded in roll bar, but it's going to give me more protection than what was there. And that's what I was looking for. This isn't a rock crawler, if you will. It's more of a trail rig. So anyway, we've got it all installed. Everything looks good. The fit and finish is perfect. Fits with the top, fits with the doors. And yeah, no issues. And you can barely see roll cage through the windshield. So, but yeah, everything turned out really good. At least I think so. And yeah, nothing's touching anywhere. Everything fit perfect in here. I did end up trimming the original door surrounds. Not really happy with having to do that, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you check and make sure you're still subscribed, because I've noticed that some of you guys have been unsubscribed and the bell has been cut off. If you're interested in the TJ build, I have a playlist down below. You can check that out. And the next video is going to be some side protection for the TJ. That's coming from Skid Row Off-Road. I don't think you're going to want to miss that one. We'll see you later. And again, thanks for watching.
Dressed up for the final dance. Shut down, inspired. I'm here to take your call. New soul.
Of course, the door's locked. Dang it.